Welcome back. I'm Tiffany Meyer. What kind of military equipment has the U.S. brought to the battlefield against Iran? The United States Central Command says they're deploying drones, nuclear-powered aircraft carriers, and much more. NTD's Jason Perry breaks down some of the U.S. military's assets being used in the war against Iran.
The United States military has brought out some of its best assets in its war against Iran. Shortly before the war started, President Trump ordered multiple aircraft carrier strike groups to the Middle East, including the USS General R. Ford, a nuclear-powered carrier that only needs to refuel once about every 25 years. And while it may not look like many sailors are on the ship, over 4,000 personnel are on board, and it has been out at sea since June 2025. And the short runways on top of the carriers have been busy in recent days as fighter jets land and take off in 24-hour operations. The USS Ford is designed to carry about 75 aircraft. And in support of these fighter jets, the U.S. is deploying refueling tanker aircraft, which allow the fighter jets to refuel in the air and continue their missions. Other aircraft in the war against Iran are being used for airborne communication relay, and they would likely take off from U.S. bases in the Middle East. One aircraft used for communications is the E-11 Alpha, which looks like a normal civilian plane, but essentially functions as a low-Earth satellite to help pilots and other service members communicate with each other. And for the first time, the U.S. military has used one-way attack drones in combat, which were likely launched from a U.S. base in the Middle East. The Lucas drones, which are said to be a low-cost kamikaze-style aircraft, were actually modeled after an Iranian attack drone. The U.S. is also using other drones in the war against Iran, including the MQ-9 Reaper, which is larger than the Lucas drone and serves a different purpose. It's designed to stay in the air for extended periods of time to conduct surveillance and is also capable of launching precision strikes. And on the other hand, the U.S. has deployed counter-drone defensive systems. And continuing on the defensive side, the U.S. is using a multi-layered missile defense system, including the Patriot, which is used to intercept missiles, drones, and other aircraft. The United States Central Command says there are other special capabilities being used in the war against Iran, but they're not able to make public. Jason Perry, NTD News.